Welcome to this session. We will call it Best Wealth Builders versus Worst Wealth Builders. These are two categories of wealth builders we will work with. The best wealth builders, we'll abbreviate that as BWB if we are taking notes. And then worst wealth builders, we will call those WWB in our notes. We want to contrast these two, the best wealth builders and the worst wealth builders. These are two concepts we will work with a lot in this workshop. Now, best wealth builders are best at accumulating and building wealth. They have a minimum of 4 times the wealth accumulated by the worst wealth builders, who are in their income bracket and age bracket. Those two elements, the income bracket and the age bracket, are key determinants of one's ability to build, accumulate and build wealth. It is said that the higher your income, the higher one's income, the higher you are expected, the higher the income you are expected to accumulate. If you earn more, then you are expected to accumulate and build more wealth. So that is where the income bracket comes in. And then the age bracket is that the older you are, it doesn't always happen that way, but the older you are, the more the wealth you are expected to have accumulated and built. So if you are in the 40s and 50s and 60s, there is a level of net worth, of accumulated wealth that you are expected. It may not be true, but that is the expectation. So these best wealth builders accumulate 4 times the wealth accumulated by the worst wealth builders in their income bracket and age bracket. The worst wealth builders, on the other hand, the worst wealth builders are under accumulators of wealth. Their net worth is lower than that of the best wealth builders, who are in their income bracket and age bracket. Now, contrasting the characteristics of these best wealth builders and the worst wealth builders reveals a lot of lessons in wealth building. And we will be encountering some of these as we keep engaging in this workshop. You may ask, why would worse wealth builders have lower net worth or accumulated wealth than the best wealth builders in their income bracket and age bracket? Why would one group have lower net worth or lower accumulated wealth than the other group, and yet their incomes are similar, are in the same bracket, and their ages are in the same bracket? What would be the cause of the difference? There are known causes of the low net worth of worse wealth builders compared to that of best wealth builders. It is known, the causes are known. And the major cause is the high cost of maintaining an upper middle class lifestyle of worse wealth builders compared to the lower cost of maintaining the middle class or blue collar lifestyle of the best wealth builders. Let's simplify this a little. That these people who are not very good at accumulating wealth, accumulating and building wealth, these people, the worst wealth builders, they don't do very well. One of the causes is they live an upper middle class lifestyle. They live an upper middle class lifestyle. Remember that they earn almost the same income like the best wealth builders. But once they touch that income, they migrate and live in the upper middle class neighborhoods. And so the cause of the problem is the cost of that lifestyle. On the other hand, the best wealth builders, remember we saw that sometimes they live in the same neighborhood where they were living before they had that income. They live there for a longer time. And so, the best wealth builders, again, on the other side, they don't migrate into the upper middle class lifestyle. They live with the middle class or the blue collar people. They live a lower level lifestyle. And these are the major cost drivers of the lifestyle. The high cost display and maintain a higher class lifestyle. And the worst wealth builders go for that. The high expenditure to acquire and maintain motor vehicles that match the lifestyle of the upper class. These are often luxury foreign cars. The cost of having, to dress to match the lifestyle. Wearing a different high quality suit, celebrity designer suit to work each day. You must have a designer suit each day to work every day. It costs something. So those are the major cost drivers that make a difference between the two people who are in the same age bracket. They are also in the same income bracket. But one becomes wealthy and the other one doesn't make it to the wealthy class, but is living an upper class life. The cost of joining country clubs, one or more country clubs, to keep together with fellow wealthy people. These worst wealth builders behave like they are wealthy. They erroneously think they are wealthy, but actually they are operating on their high income. We saw that there is a difference between income and wealth. Income is very important in wealth building, but it only becomes wealth when it is saved. Part of it is saved and invested. That's when it becomes wealth. When it comes in a paycheck, in a salary check, and it is seated in the bank, it is not wealth, it is income. So the worst wealth builders, as it is seated in the bank in the form of salary, income, they use it to buy, to support that upper class lifestyle. The best wealth builders get part of it and save it and invest it. See the difference. The worst wealth builders have a tendency to live above their means. They are driven toward consumption expenditure. They have a tendency to undermine, neglect, or de-emphasize the key factors that underlie wealth building, like discipline, perseverance, self-control, especially pertaining how to handle income, how to handle the money when the money comes in. So we have discussed a concept called best wealth builders, and we have contrasted it with another concept called worst wealth builders. That concept, we'll use it a lot as we discuss. In the next session, which is our last session of the introduction, then we get into the 8 habits. We will begin to use these concepts, the best wealth builders versus the worst wealth builders. I welcome you to our next session.